Thanks for tuning in to the latest episode of Chegg Presents Zinch Prep. My name is Bob Patterson, and I'm here today with Manny and Melissa to talk about last-minute tips before you submit your college application. Throughout the educational series, we've been talking about different components of the application. We've been talking about academic records, personal statements. Are there any last tips that you would give students before they hit that button and the application goes off to the admission office?
The most common mistake I see students make is they don't give themselves enough time. I've seen a lot of students work on their personal statements last minute, work on last details on their applications, and literally minutes before the deadline, students are on there trying to submit their application, and because there's such a high amount of students on that website, a lot of times the server crashes. And they miss the deadline, and some universities are not forgiving.
When do applications normally come out for institutions?
Well, they can be as early as summertime, and some institutions will release the personal statement questions beforehand. But typically it's fall time where those applications open up and you can start working on them and submitting them. So giving yourself time, can't emphasize enough, is really important, and knowing those deadlines.
A lot of the times there's supplemental work that you need to turn in along with the application. So constantly checking your emails twice a day, maybe 3 times, or if you're like me, every day, all day. Yeah.
Right, so giving yourself time beforehand, and then also realizing that time isn't up when you hit that submit button. You also need to make sure that you keep up with the admissions office and your emails, and checking your portals is super important.
And so is there anything in particular that you learned about yourself going through the process? I know both of you went to UC Berkeley as undergraduate students.
I would suggest having an open conversation with your parents, letting them know what colleges you are planning to attend. Constant communication with my parents helped me realize that there's actually family members in Northern California, not just in South California, and they were able to assist me with that transition rather than just me launching out here and not having anyone to talk to or no family connections whatsoever.
Right, and while having those conversations with your family members and your friends and helping you make that decision are really important, it's also very important that you make the best decision that's best for yourself. Using myself as a personal example, I come from a small area in a very tight-knit community, and my family wanted me to stay local, attend a community college for a couple of years, which is a great option, but I knew for myself that wasn't the best fit for me. So doing that research and finding out what is best for you is what I think is most important, and definitely what I learned through my process.
Great. Well, thank you, Manny, and thank you, Melissa, for your time, and I wish you both the best of luck with the National College Advising Corps.
Thanks, Bob.
If you have any questions, leave a comment and we'll answer our favorites. If you're looking for more info on college success, make sure to register for our site, find us on Facebook, and follow us on Twitter. And don't forget to check our blog, where we post daily tips on getting in and paying for school. One word you hit perfectly.